All right, guys, we're loaded down. It's Monday morning. We're headed to Dallas to haul some asphalt today. We're gonna stop and get some fuel. We're all loaded down, drink some food, got us a hotel. So I'll check back with you when we get diesel. We just filled up. We're all full. We're finna head towards Dallas. I'll check with you when we get to the plant in Dallas. Well, guys, I'm headed to DFW. You can see the asphalt plants. You got the 3 big silos. So let's see if we can figure out. So this is where your oil is that you mix with the asphalt. And then there's gonna be some bins. I'm not sure exactly where they are, but they put all these different materials in there to mix them together. And then that's your bag house right there. There's these little bags for the dust that it makes. This one's set up a little different, so that's one of the boxes right there where you load them. I think that's another one. And then once it's all mixed, it goes up that drag. Oh shit. And then it drops down in those different silos. You know it's a big plant when they have 3 silos like that. When it's not that busy of a plant, it'll be 1. But as you can see, there's tons of trucks lined up. And it goes all the way around. So this is a really busy plant. But we got our trucks all cleaned up for this first day. When we're getting loaded, I'll get y'all a video. Yeah, everything went well on the way down here. There's some pretty good traffic. But other than that, oh, here's your bins. Right here. So it goes up this ramp right here. See. And puts different materials in each different one for whatever mix they're making. There's multiple different types of mixes. So, and each one of these bins feeds at a different speed to get your mixture just right before it goes in here. So yeah, so that's pretty much how it works. Yeah, hopefully everything works out good today, and we'll be back in contact with y'all when we are getting loaded. All right, so we had to knock some dirt loose up there. I checked it to make sure it was cleaned out, because if that dirt would have gotten the asphalt, that's not a good deal. So I got my scraper and scraped it out and come put it in this big old, just like an extra pile. This right here you can see is like a big asphalt, and that's from where like they didn't use it or it was left over for the job, and they just come dump it here. This is just like a trash pile is all this is, basically. Big old trash pile. Yeah, we got it pretty clean the other day though. But yes sir, we're gonna get back in line up here and wait to get loaded. Well, I went and got our load tickets. This is how we pretty much book everything and how we get paid. You put the weight of each load on there, and then at the end of the week when you turn these in, that's how they're gonna know how much to pay you. $16 a ton, 20 tons in this one, 22 tons in this one. So you do the math on that, about 5 or 6 loads a day, Monday through Wednesday for sure. Good week ahead of us. Well, the plant was down. We've been sitting here a while, but as you can see, this one right here is getting loaded up with some asphalt. Pretty much what we're about to do. And this little contraption right here is spraying some stuff in our beds out of these little totes right here to keep them from out of those totes. It's coming up and spraying in the beds. Let's see if he hits it. He didn't do it. Yeah, he did. Let's see. He ain't spraying. He did. Oh no, we're gonna get loaded. See, so that's the drum right there that the thing's spinning. We're under the silos now. It's still early, so the silos aren't full, so they're having to let it build up enough to do a drop. But eventually through the day, the silos should start getting something built up where they can drop it, and we can roll. We're having to wait for every drop right now before we can get loaded. So I'll hit you when we get to the job site. We're loaded. They gave us 18 tons. So you do your math, 16 times 18, and that's how much we're getting paid per load. It's about a 25-minute drive to the airport, probably 25-minute drive, so an hour turnaround. So it's 11, so we should be able to get 3 or 4 loads, hopefully, is the plan. But I'll check back with y'all when we get to the job site. The plane's taking off ahead of us. It's gonna be a new terminal. See the big old planes over there? Yeah, we're right here on this DFW job. Should be able to get some better photos. They're building a whole new setup out here. Big old job. Yes, sir. I put these little flags on our trucks because we don't have the beacons, because we're gotta have an escort every time we come in and come out because it's federal property. So that's something a little bit different. But yeah, we'll get us one of them beacons like that. But we gotta go get a little. They gotta check our trucks out, make sure we got no guns or nothing like that. And then we gotta go dump way over there. You might be able to see where they're dumping. Yeah, right there. You see the paver. Yeah, so that's where we'll be in a minute. Let's go. Plane's taking off. Yes, sir. So we're in line right now. They do your little inspection, and then that little gate right there, it opens up. This is our escort right here for me and Leo. They took my ID. They're gonna run my ID and all that, and then they're gonna inspect inside the truck. Make sure there's no guns or anything like that, of course, and then we'll be free to let go. Sir, boys, we're out here in DFW Airport laying some hot mix. Let's go. Backing up the paver. Big old aircraft's taking off. Yeah, this right here is a lick, boys. Making some money hauling asphalt. Got Leo back there. Where's he at? There he is. Alright, so this is how the process works. We'll be dumping right into this. This is called a shuttle buggy. It'll be dumping on the ground. This shuttle buggy scrapes it up and it pulls it up through there, and then this right here is like a big bucket for the asphalt, and then from in there it feeds in this one into the paver, into that little bucket, and then that right there is what it goes down and it lays it out real nice and smooth. So that's the process of how this works. Sometimes you dump straight into the bucket, but you have a shuttle buggy a lot of times because you can hold more asphalt. Like at one time you get the trucks in and out. So here we go. You see he's got the bucket up, the bed up a little bit. He just got it in neutral, and this thing's pushing it as it's dumping in there, and it's pulling it up that belt right there. You see it slowly moving ahead, and then the paver's paving back there, and it's just feeding one another. Well guys, we got cut a bit short today. We only got to get one load. We sat at the plant for about 3 hours this morning. Kind of shitty day, sucks, but it is what it is. We're at the hotel now. This place actually had great parking for us right here, and even got a Home Depot right across the road because we need to get some little spray deals to put diesel in. So it kind of worked out. I'm kind of glad we only got one load, so now we can actually soak our bed in diesel so it won't build up. But yep, I'll check back in with y'all tomorrow. Well, the asphalt plant went down yesterday, and they were gonna pull from another pit. Well, the asphalt mix didn't get approval, so they're kind of down until farther notice. So we packed up and we're headed back home. They're gonna call us back as soon as it's ready. It's kind of how it goes, you know. It's unexpected, but it's just part of it. So I'm gonna end this video here. If y'all liked it, drop a like, rate, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff.